Shalom, shalom, beloved. This is YHWH coming back with another lesson. Just want to give all glory and praises to the Most High Yahawah, Bahashem YAHAWASHI. So today, before I start off with this lesson, I want to go into the plagues that the Most High is unleashing on this earth and the prophecies pertaining to it. So with no further ado, thank you so much for coming back and for joining the channel. So before we get into anything, I first want to start off with a scripture from the Apocalypse of Abraham. So I'm going to be reading from chapter 30 verse 2. And he said to me, I will explain to you the things you desire in your heart, for you have sought to know the 10 plagues which I prepared against the heathen, and I prepared them beforehand in the passing of the 12 hours on earth. Hear what I tell you, it will be thus: the first sorrow from much need, the second fiery conflagrations from the cities, the third destruction by pestilence among the cattle, the fourth famine of the world of their generation, the fifth among the rulers destruction by earthquake and the sword, the sixth increase of hail and snow, the seventh wild beasts will be their grave, the eighth pestilence and hunger will change their destruction, the ninth execution by the sword and flight in distress, the 10th thunder, voices, and destroying earthquakes. Hallelujah. So this is the plagues that the Most High says that he will unleash in these last days, and this is exactly what we're seeing going on in the earth right now. But these churches are not going to go into the prophecies and break down the things that we're seeing today. So with no further ado, let's jump into the first video.
Dinners and celebrations here, but in the summer of 2021, it was burned to the ground.
So when I got the call, I wasn't upset. I wasn't teary-eyed or anything. I was upset that some res punks did arson. Whoever did it didn't ask for permission from the rest of the community or the chief and council. They did it under the cover of darkness, and I call that arson.
Never found out who did it.
Nobody knows who did it. We can guess. I don't think white people came here and burnt this down.
I'll just make sure nothing lights on fire.
In the early hours of the morning, members of the Penticton Indian Band spotted flames.
It was the second church to burn that night. This one in Penticton, just a 1-hour drive away, was the first.
Who's to say, there will not be other similar types of
incidents? This is where it all started. June 22nd, 2021. The dark of night, Sacred Heart Church in Penticton went up in flames. Just a few hours later, the church in Euils was burned. Then, later that week, 2 more churches in the South Okanagan destroyed by fire. And that was just the start of a series of church fires that have destroyed historic structures right across Canada. We examined media reports, followed up with police, fire, and local authorities. We checked court records to learn the circumstances in each case. Based on our investigation, we found 33 churches in Canada which had been fully lost to fire since May 2021. More than double the number from the previous 2 years, and only 2 were ruled accidental. 9 of the fires led to arson charges, 12 people in total. At least 6 are from the Indigenous communities where the churches were burned. 5 have yet to face trial. A local youth was convicted in this fire on the Kahiwan Cree Nation in Alberta. In other cases, such as this one in Surrey, BC, the arsons were attributed to mental health issues. The RCMP says it found nothing to link any of the fires. The surge in church fires began following the discovery of potential unmarked graves on the site of the former Kamloops residential school. The news stirred up long simmering anger and resentment with the church, particularly in the Indigenous community.
Finding these unidentified graves, unidentified bodies in the ground there, of course natives are going to be pissed off. Some punks they go out and do stupid things. I can understand why they did it, but I still don't support it.
No matter if this is just a building, it's something that means to everybody in this village.
Initially, the churches set ablaze were on indigenous lands.
Churches on fire, completely destroyed.
Smaller, sometimes unused, often in remote areas. But that summer, fires erupted in churches big and small throughout Canada. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, then Alberta, in a place where the Catholic faith runs deep. Saint Jean-Baptiste Church was an iconic structure in Morinville, Alberta, a town of 10,000, a third of them Catholic. Just before Canada Day 2021, the 117-year-old landmark went up in flames in the middle of the night, igniting outrage.
Burning down of faith communities, targeting them with these acts of violence and intimidation is not reconciliation. It's not the way forward. It is a dangerous and violent criminal act.
So this is from the West version.
Ron Cust is a former fire chief and fire investigator. Now he's heading the community's efforts to replace the historic church.
For the 3 days when I was on site working with the official investigators, the bishop was on site with Father and we were talking about, retrieve the bells so we could potentially use them or send them away to be recast. So we were able to retrieve what we could, but the structure had burned so hot and so intense that I couldn't even find a piece of a pew.
Nor could they find an official cause. The fire remains suspicious. No suspects, no arrests, just this big empty lot where the church once stood. At the University of Alberta in Edmonton, Paulina Johnson has been looking into the church fires and why they're happening.
I think for many Indigenous peoples, it gives them a voice because for the longest time, Canada hasn't really actually acknowledged us. I am Dr. Paulina Johnson, and I am the Auntie Zin.
She's an assistant professor and podcaster. Her work is a deep dive into the injustices faced by Indigenous people and how some fight back.
The church fires, they're much more than just arson. It's a greater symbolic kind of narrative of Canada and Canada's relationship to Indigenous peoples, which is really lacking. It's on fire because no one's really addressing the truth of what Indigenous peoples are facing. So it leads to a larger conversation that needs to be had.
Back in Morinville, faith remains strong. Parishioners mourned the loss of their church. Now they just want to move on without pointing fingers.
We don't know how the incident started, and we don't know who was a part of starting that. And so therefore, why would we single out one part of a community and target them for it?
The goal is to rebuild a traditional church and retake its place in the main street of the community, to bring back the bells which were heard through the town for more than a century.
You don't go around and burn stuff down. There's other ways to display your anger and emotions.
On the Osoyoos Indian Band, there is no such effort to rebuild. What now with this site? It looks relatively untouched.
All we're probably going to do one of these days is get rid of all these ashes and all this debris here and just leave it at that. Chances of us building another church when there's only 3 to 5 churchgoers in this whole community, that's not going to happen. And even if we did build it, the res punks would come and burn it down again probably.
Let me play this real quick.
held on January 16, 2024. The clip shows the speaker shouting profanities and then shows Schwab exiting the stage.
And I appreciate the World Economic Forum providing me the opportunity to be on this stage and say, F you, Klaus Schwab, and F your world order. We, the people, were born free, we will stay free, and you and all of your globalist friends, including everyone in this room, can go F yourself.
January, literally about half an hour before everyone dispersed from the mall. Take a little look.
This is Stranger Things, next level movie type things, fam. Yes, so yes, and these churches that are being burnt down, and people discovering all these mass graves where these people built churches on, and it's all prophecy coming to pass, because the Most High's fed up with these people, with their pretentious worship, all their fake things, their fake Messiah, damn white Jesus, everything is fake, man. From the Sunday worship, like everything, So I wouldn't even and I wouldn't even be surprised when people are gathering at these churches and just one by one these churches are being struck by lightning and catching fire and stuff, Yeah, don't be surprised when you hear of churches being struck with lightning and catch fire, and when even people are being gathered there on these days that the Most High told them not to, where they be celebrating their holidays and the Most High pulls up, man. So yeah, just to bring out a precept, just to explain like some of the events and just to bring some understanding on some of the events that we were seeing happening in the sky. I'm going to be bringing out the book of Enoch, chapter 80, from verse 1. In those days the angel Uriel responded and said to me, Behold, I have shown you everything, Enoch, and I have revealed everything to you, so that you might see this sun, this moon, and those that guide the stars of heaven, as well as all those who interchange their activities and their seasons and rotate their processions. In respect to their days, the sinners and the winter are cut short. Their seeds shall lag behind in their lands and in their fertile fields and in all their activities upon the earth will turn and appear in their time and withhold rain, and the sky shall stand still at that time. Then the vegetable shall slacken and not grow in its season, and the fruit shall not be born in its proper season. The moon shall alter its order and will not be seen according to its normal cycles. In those days it will appear in the sky, and it will arrive in the evening in the extreme ends of the great lunar path in the west. And it shall shine more brightly, exceeding the normal degree of light. Many of the chiefs of the stars shall make errors in the respect to the orders given to them. They shall change their courses and functions, and not appear during the seasons which have been prescribed for them. All the orders of the stars shall harden in disposition against the sinners, and the conscience of those that dwell upon the earth. They, the stars, shall err against them, the sinners, and modify all their courses. They, the sinners, shall err and take them, the stars, to be gods, and all evil things shall be multiplied upon them, and plague shall come upon them, so as to destroy all. So the strange phenomena that we're seeing in the skies, it's not gods or aliens or anything. It's either the angels or damn demons, man. So there shouldn't be worship, but anyway, let's move on to the next segment.
Punch me that way!
Oh my goodness.
You had absolutely no right to do that.
You do know the repercussions of your actions right now, right?
Is that you give me my phone back.
Don't give me a chance to apologize, because I'm about to go crazy. You can apologize right now before I do something.
I will apologize after you give me my phone
Okay,
back.
so you're not going to apologize, right? Right?
After you give my
Right?
So she's not going to apologize.
Right?
Oh my god. Exactly what you deserve.
What in the world?
Next is me. You just Next is me. Woman? Yes, he did.
Yeah. You want to hit a man? You want to hit like a man? You want to hit like a man? Oh my goodness. Hit like a man. Hey, sit down.
Sit down, bro. Can get it.
All right.
No, you had no business accusing my man of stealing.
Exactly.
You had no business doing that. Then you put your hands on
Exactly.
it. You deserve everything you got.
Right.
I cannot believe you think it is okay to hit a lady.
You just hit me. What are you talking about? You hit me. What do you think was going to happen?
Look at this video, man. I've got 2 videos of it. Look. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life? Look at it! Look at it on the car park over here, mate. Maximum Hitchcock, please. Right, here's another one. Isn't that creepy as hell? Now, I know birds might...
This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or
It's
at
your...
all times.
Have it! Mate!
Choose. Said you have to name it to claim it. So here's
Watch.
claim it. So here's my definition of what wellness means to me. This is my definition, not yours, just an idea, because you're going to be defining it for yourself. Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things.
Bang! There you are. Hello, Oprah. Haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? Have it! Hey, there's some weird stuff going on in the United States of America, baby. And, what was the other...
YHWH, making these people trip over their own feet. All praises to the Most High, man. Won't allow these people to, beguile the thousands and millions of people to think these people are actually honest, man. Now, man, the Most High is done with it. Make you trip over your own feet. make these damn demons creep up on you that you worship. It make you trip over your own feet. All praise to the Most High for that. So yes, so I want to go into maybe the next few clips, and then we can discuss.
Okay, so I can't stand outside. The wind is blowing terribly, but there's something on that mountain. The other night we sat outside and it was there. And I said to my son, there's a giant on the mountain. So he said, no, Mommy, that's a tree. So I said, okay, it's fine. I thought it was a tree. Then the next day it wasn't there. And for a few days it wasn't there. And now all of a sudden it's back there. So I don't know what that is, but my phone, I don't have a decent phone to zoom any further in. So yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I'm seeing, sorry. I'm seeing that now, but I really don't know what it is. And it's moving around.
What appears to be a very tall being seen doing push-ups on a hilltop.
I don't know if I'm tripping, but I wonder who's that chilling at that island. But he's so huge, this is crazy. And he's moving, what the flip? This is crazy, look at the distance. This is madness. Guys, who is that chilling at this dude? Whoa!
Stranger things are coming upon this earth, like, you know, things that even your movies like X-Men and like Avengers cannot even portray, fam. And these people are going to be worshipping these stars coming and you know, and like angels shape-shifting, and you know, crazy things are going to be happening, fam. Like creatures coming out of the bottomless pit, half human, half horse, like half lion, half man. You know, these are the type of things that Noah was dealing with in his days, fam. So the Most High is going to be punishing these people, you know, people who are not repenting. And yeah, these plagues, they're coming upon this earth in vengeance. And I hope that we're all getting our houses in order and we're taking our salvation serious. With that, I want to say, give all glory and praise to His Son YAHAWASHI, and with that I say, Shalom.
Storm brewing, brace up, comatose, wake up, got nags, Jacob, married us back, won't break up. Storm brewing, brace up, comatose, wake up, got nags, Jacob, married us back, won't break up. Storm brewing, we going through it. Money is the defense, so we thumbing through it. Satan said stop, but we getting to it. They say they for Christ, but be a pagan druid. If you speaking righteous, then I speak it fluid.